Welcome new students. This is the beginning of a really great journey. There'll be highs and lows, and you'll persevere through all of it, and you'll make some really great friends.
The sweat seeps through my palms. There's an earthquake in my stomach, and my heart is racing. I'm hurried like a hurricane as it rips off the roof of a home. I walk through the doors. There are people pushing their way through right past me, as if they are lava moving downhill, ready to destroy everything in its path. I get dizzy like I'm stuck in a tornado. I could almost faint as I stand up to say my name. I know everyone is looking at me. I feel their eyes burn through me like a forest fire. My throat tightens as I choke on my words, like I'm drowning in a flood. Enter to learn.
Passion of learning is essential for a happy life. Learning is not just a tool to get a better job. Learning is not just a tool to get respect from others. That will come. But the main thing is learning itself is fulfilling. Part of the human satisfaction is to know more.
When I got here, I was confused. I was so confused, and I thought, what is it exactly that they want from me? But what they wanted from me was what it says on the sign of the outside. It says, enter to learn and depart to serve.
I'm here for a long time because of the type of education that's given here. It's more like they call it an interdisciplinary type education. And it's Evergreen has the type of education. It's not just focused around a standardized Eurocentric type of education. You really learn what's up. It's very multicultural. It's very diverse. You meet with all sorts of types of people, and you get the chance to kind of learn and feed off them, and you get a kind of growing experience, a full experience.
And I didn't understand what they meant by interdisciplinary learning style. I had no clue. When I got here, I was like a fish out of water. Didn't have any idea what was expected of me. I came from a structured A, B, C, D fail grade to a, full credit, partial credit, no credit scale. I had no idea how that worked.
There are no grades at this college, but you don't worry about that because it's really the quality of your work and not the quantity, and that's what they are really trying to get you to grasp the concept of. So don't worry about, oh my God, we're not going to get A's and B's. You don't need to get A's and B's. You just need to worry about your grammar and your spelling and how you're going to convey the message that you want to say, because really it's about learning to speak up for yourself and learning to speak up for your community and learning to tell your story through your words, or tell a story using your own words and tailoring it to the best of your ability. Because the most important advice I can tell you is don't worry about any assignment really that you get at this college, because it's all tailored to your experiences and what you bring. It's not only about what the assignment brings to your experience, but it's about what experience you can bring to your assignments.
There are a lot of things I like about teaching at Evergreen. For one thing, it's probably the most diverse institution in Washington, certainly, possibly even on the West Coast.
This is like a filial-centric environment. It's like a little microcosm of, like, it's a bubble that you will probably find nowhere else. People are very supportive. I mean, the tenets of, like, when you debate and engage, it's about not attacking the person, but, discussing the idea, the merits, the pros, the cons. And for that reason, you are able to speak your voice, speak your opinion, and be respected for it.
What I love about Evergreen, first of all, is that it's a school that really you learn how to learn. Everything else prior to that for me was rote memorization. I would learn a subject, learn key points that were important to my professor, and then I would regurgitate that back and get an A or a B on the test and move on. Here at Evergreen, you actually learn knowledge. You learn what you're learning. You get some applied practice in the field. You work in group work. You will go out and write research papers. You will do environmental studies. You will get out in the weather. You will meet people, shake hands. Your education will be a true experience versus sitting in the classroom. There's lots of classroom time as well. However, with your classroom time, it's a lot of interaction with other students. And what's nice about that is you learn what your strengths are in a group. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't know what some of my group strengths were. I thought I did, but I learned more things. And you'll also find out what others bring to the table. So you enrich yourself, you enrich other people. And a lot of your education you'll get will not only come from the wonderful professors you have here, but you'll also learn a lot of things from fellow students.
Here, you have to sit down, you write the information, you discuss it with the other people, you defend your views, and sometimes you may change your views based off other theories and other discussions that you may have. So you learn to kind of look at a subject from all different angles. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one way or whatever. So you really get a real fuller education.
I love the way that they take each year's theme and integrate and develop classes around a particular theme. The integrated study is a method that works for me.
One important thing about what we do here is tied up in this idea of sharing. And it takes various forms. As faculty, we teach together in teams, and so two faculty members kind of share the space, we share the time. But sharing also involves not just partly this and partly that and exchanging, but sharing is about more than one person contributing something, and then you wind up with more than the sum of the parts.
I enjoy the process of teaching here because it's expand my knowledge base. The faculty is very enthusiastic about what they're teaching, about their planning, about their students responding to their teaching because they're learning together with the students. Community type of learning for real.
A lot about myself doing all these psychology classes and math classes, and then we were reading books about the civil rights movement and all these different ways to do math and take pictures and learning about math angles for photography. And I had a classmate who, just like I, was terrified of math, and just through that class you don't even realize you're learning because they tell you don't worry about it, you're taking pictures, but what you're really learning is the math concepts too. And
most classical colleges will not allow you to take an ecology class and produce art in it, and here at Evergreen you can do that.
I like the close relationship that I have with my students, particularly those in seminar, my seminarians. I follow their careers. I encourage them. I watch them proceed through 2 years, picking up skills or honing skills that are already in existence, and succeeding after after their 2 years here. That really does please me an awful lot. And I've been fortunate in having a lot of students who have been, after graduation from Evergreen, very successful. And I like to feel that I had something to do with that.
In our school, our teachers are very proud of us, and at the same time, so are we.
You engage the lessons, and you engage with the professors. You know, they push you for excellence. You want to perform. You want to do your best. You want to expand and press yourself out just to see how thin you can get, to see just how much can come from you. And that's supported. And also with your fellow scholars.
Any type of help you would need, like tutoring in writing or math. We have wonderful math tutors and writing tutors.
One of the great things about Evergreen is that they work in groups, but that's also one of the most challenging things that happens here.
We all hem and haw about it, but at the end of the day, I've yet to come from a group that hasn't been refreshing. Challenging, yes, but very refreshing and very rewarding.
What I will take with me from my Evergreen experience is all the friends I've made, and all the faculty is really helpful, and they become your friends and your family too. This really is a family school. You feel like family after a while. You meet people and they become close to you.
It's a family here. Everybody helps everybody, and it's a good feeling, and I like it here for that reason.
My message for the new students who are arriving here on campus is to have patience, work hard, communicate with your faculty, your fellow students, and make the most of every opportunity presented to you. And seek out pathways, new professions, new aspirations. This is the place to do it.
If you find something that you love, or even just remotely like, you might as well, go in that direction and experience it. I mean, you only have 2 years, so.
We are given a lot of opportunity to look at a variety of systems and conditions that inform who we are as artists, mathematicians, and writers and thinkers, and I really like that about this campus.
The 2 years went by so fast here. It was over before I got to do everything I wanted to. That's why I'm here for taking a summer class, because I don't want to leave.
The school itself is a small campus, but the knowledge you receive here is priceless. You won't get the type of game and the type of knowledge and understanding of life and the system anywhere else than you would at Evergreen State College, Tacoma campus.
Here at Evergreen, you can find support and be a part of a family.
And my experience here at Evergreen was very rewarding. It gave me an opportunity to meet and interact with a very diverse population of people whom I developed a very close relationship with on and off the campus.
Relax, realize that adjusting to a new approach in itself takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Know that we as faculty and your fellow students realize this. Realize yourself that whenever you feel overloaded, that there are individuals around, faculty members and fellow students, who are more than willing, in fact, eager to actually engage in conversations to talk about how to adapt and adjust.
I am empowered by the earthquake beneath my feet. I have the strength of a hurricane behind me as my support system has grown, the love of all of my new friends clinging to my heart like the ash of a volcano. I see all these wonderful ideas whirling through my mind like a tornado as it collects its debris. There is a fire lit under my feet, opening my eyes to a world of possibilities, and I can see my spirit rise like the floodwaters, ready to carry me on to the next place. Depart to serve.
I want your experience to be just like mine.
I wish everybody can have the same experience I have here.
I want your experience.
I want your experience to be like mine.
The last thing I want to say is I want your experience to be like mine.
I want your experience to be like mine.
I want your experience to be like mine.
No, it's a good place. Good place to learn, and you're a part of something when you're here. You're not just a number, you're not just a student. You're part of a big family, Evergreen.